Hello and welcome to the second episode of this monthly show we have, which is called Quizzing with Members. This is a show where we randomly select four of our members who are part of the exhaustive tier of our membership program, and they quiz against each other and with me. Since this is the second episode, we already have a defending champion. We have the winner of the first Quizzing with the Members defending his title against three new challengers. Yeah, that's it. Let's go. Let's do this. Our first contestant calls himself an adolescent therapist by the day, and also runs a quiz club called Calm Your Wits. I am very excited to call him. Our first contestant is Aditya. Aditya.
Hi, Kerry.
Hi, Aditya. I hear that you are in Kent, UK, doing your PhD.
Yeah.
Amazing. I mean, what is this Calm Your Wits quiz club that you run, if you want to talk about it?
So during COVID, I got introduced to quizzing, the KVizzing, and that was quite a great way of, utilizing my time against what I was doing, which was wasting my time. So I just randomly put up a story, tagged a few people who've been on quizzing, and Rohan, being Rohan, he reshared it. I got a lot of response. We started it. We used to do weekly quizzes, like 2 quizzes every week, and it's been great fun. A lot of people have been to tapings of your show and all, and they go and they tell me that I've told KV about it and all. So yeah, that's the highlight of having a quiz club.
Amazing.
KV knows me.
Amazing to know that, because one of the purposes of doing quizzing has always been to encourage more people to quiz. And I would encourage anyone who watches quizzing to start making questions, play it with your friends. Feel free to use any quizzing question in your group and get more people, more non-quizzers, so to speak, and spread the joy of quizzing. Cool. Okay. Our second contestant today, there has to be someone from Tamil Nadu in every panel. I'm so glad he's from a place I very recently bypassed on my way from Bangalore to Kodaikanal. From Dharmapuri, is in Germany now. Let's get to know more about him. Give it up for Chetan.
Hello, KV.
Hi, Chetan. I hear that you are in Germany, somewhere near
Yes.
Munich.
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
I'm actually working in a telecom company. I moved here like 10 years before, and it's been a pleasure. Since the COVID times, I think you have kept us really curious and entertaining at the same time.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you. Were you a quizzer growing up, or have you started recently doing something?
I started recently, so
Nice.
I think it's since you have started it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chetan. Welcome to Quizzing with the Members. I will now go to our third contestant. Our third contestant is from Gujarat. Avid sports fan, loves cricket, F1. Will be very sad to know there are literally no sports question in today's Quizzing with the Members. Give it up for Nikunj.
Hi, KV, how are you?
Wow, Nikunj. Nikunj, did you also start quizzing after watching quizzing, or were you always?
Not exactly a quizzer. As I said, I was more into sports quizzing. But during COVID, I got onto my college's quizzing group. Through that, I got reference to your show, and then been following and been practicing ever since. So That's been my journey.
Pleasure to have you here, Nikunj. And with that, we go to our defending champion. No pressure. You all know him if you saw the first episode. He had a very narrow win over Abhishek, but nevertheless a win. Give it up for Sanveer.
Hey, hi KV. Hi everyone.
Hi Sanveer. Hi Sanveer. Excited to defend your title against Aditya, Chetan, and Nikunj.
Definitely, just happy to be here. Happy to be back.
So again, welcome Aditya, Chetan, Nikunj, Sanveer. Let's do quizzing. Let's have fun. Either we know the answer, or if we can deduce the answer. If we can't deduce, we learn something new. But we'll all have fun together. Okay, it's not about like haar gaya main, jeet gaya and all that. It's a good opportunity for all of us to meet and quiz together. Okay, cool. Let's start. Credits. Okay, I want to talk about the credits for a minute. A lot of people who used to watch quizzing have always asked whether they can contribute to quizzing because they love making questions and they think they can make good questions. And this is the first time that we actually have couple of people who have contributed to this quiz who started watching and became like part of the quizzing fraternity. So apart from my own team of Anshuman and Vineet, who are my juniors from my college and my quiz club, we have Ashutosh Bhandari and Sargam Tatwawadi. So I want to give a shout out to both Ashutosh and Sargam, who started watching quizzing and they want to contribute, and they are part of the team now in some sense. And I'm just saying this because if you want to contribute to quizzing, please reach out to us on our Instagram page. Please DM saying I want to contribute, and we'll take it from there. Okay, cool. Let's begin. Have fun. Aditya, Chetan, Nikun, Sanveer. That's the order. The first question will be to Aditya. Okay. He first appeared in Pep Comics number 22 in 1941 and soon became the most popular character for the comics. I'm talking about a certain character. Due to his popularity, he was given his own series, which debuted in winter of 1942. It was a comic book about a relatable, normal person. In 1966, he was made Captain Pureheart. Captain was a character with powerful strength, and he also had ability to fly using jet boosters. So just to clarify, it's not that he remained Captain Pureheart. This was just one-off experiment with the character, so to speak. His band produced a real song called Sugar Sugar. It topped the pop charts of 1969 and over 6 million copies were sold. Character is so popular that the US Postal Service included him in a set of 5 commemorative postage stamps. Last hint, a copy of this comic was sold at an auction for almost $170,000, which is, if not unbreakable, at least an insane amount of money to be paid for a non-superhero comic book. Okay, all I want from you, Aditya and everyone else, is identify the character / comic book series that we are talking about.
I'm trying to think people who can be like using jet boosters. Okay, I have no idea. I'll just go with Iron Man.
Not Iron Man. Non-superhero, it says right there. Going to Chetan.
I can only think of Shaktiman.
Yeah, makes sense.
Is it anything related to World War II or? But at the moment you cannot reveal this, right? Yeah, I just take a wild guess. Is it Buzz Aldrin? Just because of the jet boosters?
No. Going to Nikunj.
Just a second. Just one question. The song that you said, "Sugar Sugar," it's a real song, right? And it won, and it was on the it topped the pop charts in 1969. My first guess would have been Captain America, but since it's not a superhero, I'll just chuck it. I'll go for a wild guess. Is it Daredevil?
Not Daredevil. Going to Sanveer.
That non-superhero line, no, right at the end. I'll go with the captain from Tintin, Haydock, I think.
Captain Haddock? No. Okay, cool. We'll take one more round, make it a 5-point question. So I think we are all focusing on the hint that's the red herring. So don't think about Captain Pureheart, Jet Booster and all that. Okay, just think of a really popular, extremely popular comic series which has nothing to do with the world of superheroes. So get out of DC, Marvel, Toy Story, all of this. Just think of one individual. And should I add more hints?
Please do, if possible.
Okay, so think of a boy. Think of a boy and like extremely famous comic, like to an extent that literally everyone, even if you've never read the comics, you know this character. It's that mainstream. It's not a niche reference at all. This is think American, think nothing to do with DC, Marvel, all that. Think a boy with a few friends but the boy is the main character and the whole comic series is named after him. Okay, Aditya, looks like you have a guess.
I had one guess which changed the last moment you said a comic named after him.
No, ignore this if you're very sure about the. Should I add more hints before Aditya takes
I can take a guess, I guess. Now.
Okay.
Is it Archie?
It is Archie, yes. We are talking about Archie. Aditya gets the first points on board.
You said boy, I thought why like Richie Rich can afford jet boosters.
yeah, but like something blue.
Riverdale, yeah.
We are talking about Archie comics. Okay, 5 points there to Aditya, which means the next direct will be to Chetan. Okay, Chetan, your direct. First of our etymology questions. I realize we have a lot of etymology questions today, but as always, they are very deducible. So I'm talking about a certain phrase. The phrase has its origins in board games. Backgammon and similar games belong to a class of board games referred to as dash games, a general name given to games played on a board with dice. If the game wasn't going in your favor, you would have to dash them figuratively and play at the position that was previously that of your competitor if you wanted to win. What phrase do you think comes out from this? Essentially, the phrase's origin is from the world of board games and a certain type of board games. Okay, these were generic names given to any board game which you played with dice and all that. And if the game wasn't going on in your favor, you might have to do something which will make your position more powerful compared to your competitor. Okay. What phrase do you think might have come from this story?
So if the game wasn't going in your favor, you would have to dash them. So it's probably, it means probably restart.
So the phrase you're saying is restart?
No, I just filled in the dash one. So probably the phrase is back from zero.
No, passing to Nikunj.
Probably have to switch. I don't know, just a random guess. Switching sides, no.
Not switching sides, going to Sanveer.
Is it flip the board or board flip?
Good track, but not right answer. Going to Aditya.
Is it race game?
Not race game. Okay, cool. We'll take another round, make it a 5-point question. Start with Chetan. So these are known as table games. Okay, that's a hint. So what do you have to do in the game to make yourself better than the opponent? And that is a phrase that we all have used. Table is a hint. We'll start whenever Chetan is ready.
Is it switching the sides or swap?
No, I think someone said switching sides earlier. Going to Nikunj.
I'll just borrow what Sanveer said. Flipping the table? Would that be it? No.
No. So after hint, I'm looking for the specific answer. Going to Sanveer.
How the tables have turned?
Yeah, turn the table. That's
Turn the
all you
table.
have to do.
Shit.
7 to Sanveer. You're sitting on a table playing against an opponent. What do you have to do to become more powerful? You just turn the table and then you have an advantage. Okay, turn the tables. Well, how the turntables. 7 points there to Sanveer. Well done. Okay. Sanveer now has 7, which means now I go to Aditya for the next 80 question. Why not? Okay, talking about a certain expression. So just to give hints to all of you, I'm looking at a 2-word answer. Okay, 2-word answer. This expression comes from boxing and describes the dopey, bewildered behavior of someone who has taken a lot of hard blows to the head. The expression soon came to be used more generally to refer to confused or stupefied behavior outside the ring which resemble symptoms of alcoholic intoxication. Which expression are we talking about? Essentially, the roots are from boxing, but it's now used outside boxing as well. Two big hints here I feel, are boxing and alcoholic intoxication. Think of these two things. What two-word phrase do you think? Can you think of which explains stupefied, confused behavior, etc., etc., etc.?
I have two-word phrases.
Nice.
One for boxing, one for intoxication.
Combine them.
Yeah, the second word is it's same for both.
Okay.
I would stick to boxing, so I'll say knockout.
Not knockout. Going to Chetan.
I think I know the other one. So, but it's about behavior. Yeah, I go with pass out.
Not pass out. Going to Nikunj.
Is
Aditya
the
has
word
taken boxing. Chetan has taken drinking.
is it something? I think this is a word. I'm not sure whether the word is correct or not. Punch drunk.
Punch drunk. Yes. Perfect. First double-digit points of the quiz. 12 points there to Nikunj. We are talking about punch drunk. Okay. Punch drunk. So punch from boxing, drunk from, you just combine them. Punch drunk. That's an expression. And that's a movie called Punch Drunk Love, I think. 12 points there to Nikunj. Well done. Okay, which means the next direct will be to Sanveer. Sanveer, again, I'm talking about a certain phrase. This phrase is said to have originated in America or Europe, where people said dash whenever they saw someone do a certain thing. Now, there are two popular origins for this phrase as to why people would do that. People used to believe a dash, caused someone to expel their soul out of their body. And so dash, the phrase, was used as a protection against the devil snatching your soul. That was one theory. The other theory is that during the Middle Ages, in the 14th century Europe, the bubonic plague, as we know, the Black Death, was widespread because it was usually a fatal disease and people were often very religious. The phrase dash offered a benediction to someone who might no longer be living soon. What phrase? What's the funda? What are we talking
about? Can you reveal the number of words?
2 or 3.
I'll say bless you or God bless you.
Yes, beautiful. Beautiful question. Sorry, beautiful answer. Question is also beautiful.
Beautiful question.
Yes.
Beautiful question also. Basically, the whole funda of saying bless you or God bless you when someone sneezes. Okay, sneezing is the X here. So people believe that when you sneeze, your soul leaves your body and then you have to say God bless you or bless you. As Sanveer said, 10 points there to Sanveer. Okay. And now we know there are theories that say that once you sneeze, apparently all your body functions stop for a second or whatever. And that's why people say God bless you. Okay, Sanveer has 10 for bless you, which means I'm going to Aditya for the next 80 question. Although there are references to different meanings of the term online and in print that predate 2006. This expression, the expression that we're talking about, came into wide use following the release of a film with the same title in December 2007. It might also have a lateral connection to the colloquial expression to kick the dash. What term are we looking at? Essentially, what we're saying is before this movie, there are references of this term earlier also, but meanings are might be different here and there. But after a certain movie came out in 2007, this certain meaning has now been associated with this term, this phrase. The other theory that a lot of people have is that maybe it has something to do with this old expression which said to kick the dash. What term are we looking for? Again, I'll give a hint that it's a two-word term as the answer.
And the movie is obviously Hollywood. It's an English movie.
And movie name and the phrase is the same. Okay, so the movie name is also two-word.
No idea. Pass.
Okay, Aditya passes. We go to Chetan.
I'm somehow thinking in the direction of WWF. I just a guess. Is it SmackDown?
Not SmackDown. Going to Nikunj.
Random guess. Is it Moneyball?
Not Moneyball. Going to Sanveer.
It's bucket list to
It's
kick the
bucket
bucket.
list. Yes. Beautiful. 13 points to Sanveer. This is the largest haul of the quiz so far. 10, 11, 12. This was Aditya's direct. And Sanveer gets its bucket list. Okay, bucket list is a term that everyone uses now. No one really used it before the movie. I mean, they used, but the wide usage of the word came after the movie in starring, of course, Jack Nicholson, Morgan Freeman. And the colloquial expression is to kick the bucket, which in Old English means to die. So before you die, these are the things you want to do, and hence bucket list. Okay, super. Sanveer gets 13 now, which means we come back to Aditya now for a tech/literature/fantasy question. Which company's name is derived from the Lord of the Rings, where the magical crystal balls, which you can see, so there's a visual to help you, were seeing stones described as indestructible balls of crystal used for communication and to see events in other parts of the world. So essentially, if you've seen the Lord of the Rings or read it, then you know there's a ball which a lot of characters use to see things that are happening here and there. A certain current day company derives its name directly from these seeing stones. Okay, just tell me the name of the company or the ball, like whatever. It's the same.
None of the communication apps that I know have anything related to seeing stones. Is this like it's still a company, or is it defunct or something?
No, it's proper company.
No idea.
Okay,
Pass.
Aditya passes. We go to Chetan.
I have a guess. Is it Oculus Rift?
Not Oculus. Going to Nikunj.
I have two guesses. I've read the books and I'm confused between two, but let me go with the one that I think it is. Is it Palantir? Palantir.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. Another 12 points for Nikunj. We are talking about Palantir Technology. It's a company, American company, based out of Colorado.
I was confused between this or Smilarian. I was just thinking that Smilarian is a different book and it doesn't involve this. I was just confused between the two.
Nicely done. That was a great crack, Palantir. Because even if you've seen LOTR, Palantir is not one of those top of the mind things that will come to your mind. So well done.
Lovely question. Yeah.
It pays to read the books before seeing the movie.
Okay. Now we go to Sanveer. Sanveer finally gets a direct question. Sanveer, this is one of those stories. No one knows the authenticity, but it's a beautiful question. So why not? Okay. In 1998, Tata Motors launched, as we know, Tata Indica, made completely in India, indigenous car. The car initially registered low sales, and Tata Motors decided to sell off the business to American car giant Ford. Apparently, again, nobody knows all these things. It's a nice story. During the meeting, Tata was reportedly humiliated by Ford, who said, "You do not know anything. Why did you start the passenger car division at all? We're doing you a big favor by buying your car division." The Tata team decided to not sell their car business to Ford and return to Mumbai. What happened around a decade later, which is said to be Tata's sweet revenge on Ford?
So 1998, this happened, and then 10 years later, we're looking for the
Roughly
revenge.
10 years later, yeah, 2008,
Okay.
9.
Is it that Ford wanted to partner with Tata while entering into the India market?
No. Ford had entered India market by then. Going to Aditya.
It's the Jaguar Land Rover buyout.
Yes.
Oh,
I could see Aditya smiling right from the moment this question came, and his heart was pounding. If Sanveer Salah sahi mat bol diyo galti se bhi. Kept waiting. In the moment Sanveer said Ford partnership, and I was like, okay, it's coming home.
Because because you said it's a sweet revenge, it's a very popular story.
Yeah.
Like, you link it instantly.
Yeah. Tata acquired Jaguar Land Rover. Okay, that is the sweet revenge from Tata. 11 points to Aditya on Jaguar JLR acquisition by Tata. Okay, which means we now go to Chetan. Chetan, Republic of Congo, India, Bahrain, Liechtenstein, and 2 more countries celebrate Independence Day on the same day, that is 15th of August. What are the other 2 countries that are separated by 38th parallel, as you can see in the image, which is their boundary? What 2 countries are we talking about? Essentially 2 countries apart from India and the other countries mentioned here, Bahrain and all, also celebrate their Independence Day on 15th August. And the extra hint is that the 2 countries are separated by 38th parallel.
Is it North and South Korea?
Yes, that is correct. 10 points there to Chetan. It is North and South Korea. And with that, Chetan also opens his account. And now Chetan also has 10 points. North Korea and South Korea. Okay. That brings us to the end of the first half. Let's take a quick look at the score. Also, I realized while quizzing, it's the reason we started quizzing with members is also that people from all over the world who cannot join us physically for our quiz show and all can be a part of quizzing, and which is evident right here. We have someone from UK, someone from Germany, and 2 of you from India, all of us together on a Zoom call. Beautiful. Okay. Aditya with 5 on Archie and 11 on Jaguar JLR is on 16 points. Okay, I'm guessing you guys are also tracking scores, just in case there is an error. Okay, Chetan with 10 on North and South Korea Funda. Nikunj with 12 each on Punch, Drunk, and Palantir Technology is on 24. Sanveer with 13 on Bucket List, 10 on Bless You, and 7 on Turn the Tables is on 30 points, right? Cool. Okay, so after the first half, Sanveer has a very narrow lead over Nikunj, and not far behind are Aditya and Chetan. Okay, and a lot can change in the second half. Let's have fun again. The order now will be Sanveer, Nikunj, Chetan, and Aditya. Cool, Sanveer. This is your direct. Its construction started in 447 BC when the Delian League, an association of Dash city-states, was at the peak of its power. Built in thanksgiving for the Hellenic victory over Persian Empire invaders during the Dash Persian Wars. What was it called? Which was another extra hint, which was once converted into a Christian church dedicated to the Virgin Mary. Okay, what are we talking about? Something whose construction started almost 2,500 years ago, and something to do with some Dash city-states, and built to commemorate sort of the Hellenic victory over Persian Empire in the Dash Persian Wars, was also a church for a while. What are we talking
about? So the blanks and the answer are separate, right? Like blanks are...
Yes. Okay. Blanks are a giveaway. So that's
fine. Is it the Pantheon?
Can you spell your answer, Sanveer? I am just looking for a clarification. I am not looking at an exact spelling also. I am just trying to understand what you said.
Pantheon.
Pantheon. Okay. No. Going to Nikunj.
Is it the Athena Parthenos?
Yeah, okay, I'll give it to you. It is not Parthenos.
That's right. No, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sanveer, I couldn't give it to you. Pantheon is a completely different word, different thing. So I just want to clarify if you said Parthenon or this. Okay, Parthenon, as we know. So basically, Hellenic is Greek. Okay, that was a big clue. And I had removed Greek city-states and Greco-Persian wars.
Greco-Persian War.
Yeah.
So we are talking about Greek, and so Greek, it would have been very obvious to connect to Parthenon.
Yeah, I was thinking of that angels and demons Christian church thing, but I think maybe this is a different one. Yeah.
So this was an ancient temple, which of course. Okay, so 11 to Nikunj on Parthenon, and now we go to Chetan. Okay, Chetan, we're back to bullet points question. But as you know, there's always one hint, which is the big hint, and there are some hints which are just there. Anyway, let's start. At more than 1,000 miles from civilization in all directions, point X is unlike any other place in the world. It is so remote, and that's why it's called the remotest location on Earth, so far removed from civilization, that the closest humans to that location at any given point are likely to be astronauts aboard the International Space Station. That's the first clue, just to tell you how remote the location is. Second, Motu Nui of the Easter Islands is the closest landmass to point X, though it is still more than 1,000 miles to the north. So now we sort of know where on our planet is this thing exists. Third is an etymology hint. X in Latin means no one, hence the name of the place. Okay. And last, big hint, I feel, is X is also the name of a Disney character, like a Disney movie character, just to clarify even more. Okay, what place are we talking about? Point X. Just give me X.
I am not sure. I probably need my thinking cap right now. I am not sure if this is correct, but I just have to take a guess. Is it Bermuda Triangle?
Not Bermuda Triangle. Going to Aditya.
Is it Point Nemo?
Point Nemo. Yes. 11 points there to Aditya. Point Nemo. I thought, did you know that or did you deduce?
I was curious in for geography in school.
Ah, nice. Wow. Nice humble brag from Aditya. School knowledge log pass kar rahe, guys. Point Nemo. Okay, this is how remote Point Nemo is. If you can see it on the map, it's far from everywhere. Okay, 11 points there to Aditya. Good crack. Okay, now going to Sanveer. Sanveer, I'm talking about a certain brand. Okay, Honasa or Honsa Private Limited is a digital company that started in 2016. The house of brands with digital first approach toward consumer brands, creating the FMCG conglomerate of the future. So this is what they're looking at. HPL or Honsa Private Limited has built an in-house portfolio of digital first consumer brands like the Derma Co, Aqualogica, and Ayug. From this list, a certain brand is missing. Their most famous brand. What is the brand missing here that is the most favored by the consumers and community at large? Essentially, we're talking about a really famous brand from Honsa Private Limited missing in this list, and other hints as well.
So Derma Co, Aqualogica, Ayuga.
So that will give you a sense of what kind of products do you need to think of.
Derma means skin, Aqua means water. I'll go with Nivea.
Not Nivea. Going to Nikunj.
I pass.
Okay, Nikunj passes. We go to Chetan.
Is it an Indian company, an Indian brand?
Now I can't clarify, especially after Sanveer. Sanveer has guessed already.
I don't know. Maybe my joke answer is Patanjali. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just go with the most famous guess, Vico.
Not Vico. Going to Aditya.
Mamaearth.
Yes. Nicely done. This is, of course, Mamaearth. Honasa Private Limited is the company behind and it is an Indian brand. It is Mamaearth, Indian startup, very successful.
Now I'm more panicked because, Sanveer gets a question, I am waiting for like 2 people to cross me before.
So
Yes,
it's owned by a
correct.
Japanese company, is it?
No.
Mamaearth?
No,
Okay.
no. कहाँ लिखा
Oh,
था
the
क्या?
names. Honasa.
Oh,
पता
नहीं,
नहीं.
नहीं,
Yuga.
नहीं.
Okay.
Okay, so Aditya gets a lot of points on this. 13 points here on Mamaearth. Okay, cool. Which means I'm back to Sanveer again, staying with Indian companies. This company was founded in 2007 under the name M Khoj by Naveen Tiwari, Mohit Saxena, Amit Gupta, and Abhay Singhal. In 2008, it was enhanced from SMS-based services to mobile advertising and rebranded to a different name. What is the new name of this company which gave it the status of India's first unicorn in 2011? That is a big clue. We are talking about India's first unicorn and became a unicorn in 2011. And yeah, a bunch of hints. It started, the name was M Khoj, and initially it was an SMS-based service to do mobile advertising, and then rebranded to a different name that we might know it as.
Yeah, I feel like I'll regret my answer. Is it Just Dial?
Not Just Dial. Going to Nikunj.
I have absolutely no idea about this. I'm just trying to think of companies that can go with this. I have no idea. I'm just going for a wild random guess. Is it India Mart?
Not India Mart. Going to Chetan.
Is it Snapdeal Flipkart?
Not Snapdeal. Going to Aditya, or Flipkart. Going to Aditya.
Yeah. Is it InMobi?
InMobi. Yes. What a great second half Aditya is having. It is InMobi. Think of mobile advertising. I think that's what they do. And of course, they became India's first unicorn back in the day in 2011. InMobi. Beautiful crack. 13 more points for Aditya. This is a hat trick on Aditya from Point, Nemo, Mamaearth, and InMobi. Fantastic stuff. And we are back to Sanveer with a question that might look like a sports question, but it's not really a sports question. This football club was started by YouTuber Spencer Owen, who owns Spencer FC channel on YouTube. The team originally consisted of Spencer's school friends, and they played exhibition matches with professional football club staff team and non-league teams. These matches were then uploaded on their YouTube channel. In 2017, Spencer discussed with the FA, which is Football Association, about the possibility of the club joining the non-league pyramid, and eventually in 2018-19 season, they joined the Eastern Counties League. Now we come to the main part of the question. Spencer wanted to name the club with something related to social media to mark his YouTube beginnings. So he named it after a social media feature that is a form of user-generated dash that enables cross-referencing of content by topic. I believe the last para is the most important para to get the answer, to deduce. If you know, you know. What club are we talking about? Just name the club for me. And the name of the club comes from something that we use in social media. It's quite well known in the world of social media. And it is a form of user-generated dash that enables cross-referencing of content by topic.
So is it hashtag?
Yes, that is correct. It's hashtag United. Hashtag United. Wow. 10 points there to Sanveer. It is hashtag United. Cool. Okay, we go to Nikunj now. Nikunj, this is your direct. This competitive category was created in 1981 after the Academy received complaints that the work in The Elephant Man, 1980, was not being honored. Although no award was given to The Elephant Man, an entire category dedicated to honoring the film was created for subsequent ceremonies. Previously, these people, when I say these people, people who work in this category, were only eligible for special achievement awards for their work. Rick Baker, for instance, an American, won the award in its inaugural year for his work in the film An American Werewolf in London. Name the category it gave birth to. Essentially, we're talking about a certain Oscar category or an award category that didn't exist till The Elephant Man came out in 1980, because after the 1980 awards were given, people complained that some of the work being done in the movie Elephant Man is not being honored because we don't have a category for this. And that eventually led to the Academy creating a whole separate category for something. And bunch of other hints here and there. Let me just tell me the category we're talking about.
Is it something to do with animals or their trainers in the movie? Is it something to do with that? A category created to cater to them?
No. Going to Chetan.
Is it best visual effects?
Not best visual effects. Going to Aditya.
Okay. Is this the best hair and makeup?
Yes. Look at Aditya doing that with his hair while he answers. It is the best makeup and hairstyling. As you can see, Elephant Man had an American Werewolf. So movies like this, where people used to put a lot of effort in makeup and hairstyling, there wasn't a separate category till then. And of course, later we had a category for that. And as you can see, some of the legendary makeup and hairstyling done in movies like Mad Max, Star Trek, Braveheart, Benjamin Button, LOTR. Once again, 12 points there to Aditya. What a great run Aditya is having right now in the middle overs of the game. 12 points there to Aditya for best makeup and hairstyling category. Cool. Which means the next direct will be to Sanveer. Sanveer, now I'm talking about a certain dog breed. Okay, this dog breed originated in Germany, and hey, hi Chetan, your country, local question. Originated in Germany, and they were originally bred to be water retrievers, owing to their webbed feet. Their job was to bring ducks and other birds back to their masters. They've also been used as truffle hunters due to their keen noses. The breed name comes from a German word which means to splash in the water. So roughly means to splash in the water. It is believed that ancient Roman and Greek coins depict images of this breed rather prominently. What breed are we talking about?
I'll go with the first one that comes to mind. Is it Dachshund?
Not Dachshund. Going to Nikunj.
That was my thought as well. That was my thought as well. I pass. No idea.
Okay, passing to Chetan. Come on, Chetan.
Yeah, let me. I am trying
all the
to
German you've learned in the
I'm
last
trying to
9
put
years.
all my German skills, which I never learned a lot. I'm ashamed to say this, but I currently don't have any guess. But yeah.
Are you passing, Chetan?
Yeah, I'm trying to translate this the the word to splash in the water.
Even if you go somewhere close to it, then say. Yeah.
Wassersprung. No idea. Is it something related to sprung?
No. Going to Aditya.
I have only one link. Poodle.
Yes, that is correct. Beautiful. How did you like? Was it just a
puddle?
That's exactly what we did in the dry run last night, where I said this hint is the crucial hint because water से थोड़ा puddle type दिमाग आएगा और वहां से poodle आएगा. This is how beautifully done. Once again, 10, 11, 12, 13 points to Aditya. The answer is poodle. Okay. Poodle.
Yeah, this is where keeping it simple comes into handy. I was thinking of terms in German and I got lost.
Poodle. So in the ancient, like Low German, there was a word called Pudeln, Puddeln, which means splash in the water, which later became Pudelhund in German and then eventually became Poodle. Okay, from the German Pudel. Okay. Aditya gets 13 on this, which means I come to Sanveer for the last question of the quiz. This is Finally, we're back to an 80 question just to end the quiz. The word X, my favorite question from today's quiz, because this is a very classic quiz question. The word X derives from French, with the first part dash meaning place and the second one dash meaning holding. Thus, a X literally is a placeholder for a superior during their absence. In the 19th century, British writers who considered this word either an imposition on the English language or difficult for common soldiers and sailors argued for it to be replaced by stadtholder. That never happened because the French word that we are talking about is still used along with its many variations. Just tell me the word we are talking about. There are enough clues, I feel.
Argued for it to be replaced by stadtholder.
Essentially, two-part. If you're doing dumb charades or aise kaatega word ko. So the two-part first comes from French, which literally means place. Second one means holding. That's the first clue. Yeah, go for it.
I'm thinking of military words. There's lieutenant, maybe. I'm never able to pronounce it.
That's lieutenant, yeah.
10 points
Lieutenant,
there. Place. So in lieu of, like we say, in place of. So lieu comes from there. And tenant, like we are, most of us are, because we are holding something temporarily. So holding comes from tenant. And yeah, military, like you said, soldiers, etc. And when you say lieutenant colonel or lieutenant, as some of us would say, it's basically if the colonel is not there, then you become superior. So something like that. Okay, so we're talking about lieutenant. 10 points there to Sanveer, and that brings us to the end of the second episode of Quizzing with the Members. Let's take a quick look at the score. Chetan had 10 in the first half, didn't get anything in the second half, but round of applause for Chetan, especially for taking out time at an odd hour. I'm guessing they're a little bit odd than us. Chetan ends on 10. Nikunj had a great first half. In the second half, Nikunj got 11 for Parthenon, and Nikunj ends on 35. With that, we come to our defending champion for a few more seconds because we all were tracking scores. But Sanveer had a brilliant first half, also had a very decent second half. Got hashtag United FC and got lieutenant, which means Sanveer ends with a half century, 50 points. And with that, we come to a miraculous second half reminiscent of Liverpool at Istanbul in the year 2005. Never forget. 16 in the first half, was trailing way behind. But in the second half, he had this crazy run with Point Nemo, Mama Earth, InMobi, Best Makeup and Hair, and Poodle. So 39, 40, 50, 62 in the second half, I think. 62 in the second half and 16 in the first half, which means Aditya ends on 78. So Aditya, all his work, running his own quiz club and quizzing twice a week, etc., has paid rich dividends. And now the new champion of Quizzing with Members. So Aditya, in the next episode, will be competing against 3 new challengers. And yeah, that's it. That's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already, and spread the good word. Keep quizzing. Keep making knowledge fun. Do you guys have anything to add, Asa?
Be a member.
Be a member.
Be a member to be a part of this particular series if you can.
Thank you, KV.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, KV.
Thank you, KV.